Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of my podcast, which is called Growing in Faith. Today, I want to talk about family. I have it written down in my journal, and it says, let's talk about family. Okay. It's been a minute. I've been actually doing like ASMR, reading of the Bible, and I'll still do stuff like that, but I was like, I need to talk about a topic because it's been a while since I've talked about certain topics, right? Because ASMR is actually pretty popular with the Bible reading, and I want to continue to do that as well. So I'm going to throw that in there, here and there. But yes, let's get started. The Bible does include many verses about family, including honoring parents, loving your spouse and children, and raising children in the right way. For example, and then I wrote down there's like 8 Bible verses, so I'm going to read all of those. Get your notepad and get a piece of paper and a pencil and write these down. Exodus chapter 20 verse 12 says, honor your father and your mother so that you may live long in the land of the Lord your God is giving you. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 20 says, my son, keep your father's command and do not forsake the law of your mother. Colossians chapter 3 verse 18 through 21 says, wives, submit to your husbands, as is fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh with them. We got about 5 more. You guys, it smells so good in my house because I just mopped. I love it. The feeling of relaxation is when you can actually be like, wow, I just cleaned my house. I mean, I clean every day, but just the smell of the house is like heavenly. Okay, Titus chapter 2 verse 4 says, and so train the young women to love their husbands and children, which I think is so important. The next one is Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6 says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verses 8 says, but if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than a believer. Wow. That is, I feel like that should be talked about a lot more. In Psalm 100, chapter 128 verse 3 says, your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots around your table. And the last one says, 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4 says, he must manage his own household well, with all dignity, keeping his children submissive. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I agree with each and every single one of the verses that I just shared. So, all right. According to the Bible, a family in God's eyes is a unit formed by a husband and wife united in marriage, and their children considered the foundational building block of society, where love, commitment, and the image of God are reflected through their relationship with each other and with God, essentially a representation of God's own love and design for human relationships. The Bible emphasizes the importance of marriage between one man and one woman as the basis for a family. The love and commitment within a family should mirror the love God has for his people. Absolutely. A key responsibility of a family is to nurture and teach children about God's love and principles. A family is meant to be a source of strength and support for its members. Wow. Just a reminder, guys, I write everything down in my book. Just a reminder, I read everything that I write down in my journal that was gifted by my best friend. I just want to make sure I cover everything, cover the topic that I'm talking about, and come with the facts, y'all. So continued. Ding, ding, ding. Question of the day. Woo! How can you support a family member as a follower of Christ? 1, Pray for them. 2. Selfless service. 3. Actively listen with empathy. 4. Share words of encouragement. 5. Be present in their lives. 6. Guide them to Jesus Christ. 7. Approach situations with love. 8. Be compassionate. 9. Willing to forgive as God would forgive you. 10. Demonstrate Christian values through your actions and behavior. You guys, this is beautiful. Sometimes we have family situations or people in our family that need help and need a little bit of guidance, and maybe their perspectives are different from yours. But I feel like if we used any of these examples in which I just shared, we're being a light in their lives. How Jesus is a light in our eyes, a light in the same way that Jesus is a light for us, we should be for others. And I think that that's family too. Like, how can you support a family member as a follower of Christ? I think by praying for them, being compassionate with them, bringing them to Christ. Like, being a light for someone, I think, is the best thing to do, because essentially, this is like an example. You're a flashlight when they're in the dark, and you're helping them get out of the darkness, right? Imagine you're in a forest and it's dark and you don't know where to go, and you found a flashlight. Wouldn't that help you so much more? We need to be those flashlights for those around us. I just came up with that randomly, you guys. Like, that's beautiful. But anyway, guys, please comment below on what you would like me to talk about. Thank you guys for tuning in to my podcast, and I can't wait to share more with you guys.